What's up, everybody? Welcome to Simon Says Right. I know you guys might be confused now looking at the title. Why am I saying that I would never buy a Royal Enfield? Well, let me make things clear. I'm not looking out for a new bike. This topic is relevant to something that happened to me last night. So I'm gonna explain that to you now. So what happened is when I left work, I was on a very stranded road. It's an industrial area, and my bike stopped working. It was around 8 o'clock at night, 8 p.m. at night, and my bike literally stopped working. It completely broke down. And I had a pillion rider with me, a good friend of mine who works with me. And we found that the fuel was leaking, and we were really scared. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what the issue was. What we thought is some fuel line, maybe something got busted or it got cut off. That is why the fuel is leaking, and we thought of pushing it to a garage, and we had no clue where we would find a garage. And eventually we thought that we would find a garage on the other side of the road, so we had to push it through a flyover. And thank God that I had this guy. I don't know whether I would had been able to push the bike up that flyover alone. And so that happened, and finally we found a garage. And when they diagnosed the issue, they found out that the spark plug is not working. So the actual issue was the spark plug wasn't working, and there was a lot of fuel inside the engine. That is why the extra fuel which was going through the engine was getting flushed out through a separate pipe which does that. So that was the thing, and this is what I learned yesterday. I did not know about it till that the extra fuel which is trying to reach your engine is flushed out through a separate pipe. That is what was happening, and not what we thought that something has got broken. So they fixed it. It took like 100 rupees to change the spark plug, and we did that. So the point which I want to make over here is, if I had a Royal Enfield or a bike as heavy as that, I would really be in a very big trouble that day. Last night I would have not been able to push the bike. And I could have not left the bike over there. It is a very stranded place, and nobody stops. Like, everybody is in a hurry and everybody wants to reach home. And if I had been alone, I don't know what would I have done with the heavy bike. So that struck me. Why it struck me, because I really love Royal Enfields, and I like cruiser bikes which are really heavy. But if I fall into a situation like this, I don't know what would I do. So what I want you guys to do is comment on this video. If you had been in such a situation, what had you done? Or maybe you carry spares, but in my case I didn't know what was happening. So share your experiences, share your comments. What do you feel should be done in such situation, and if you had been in such a situation, what had you done? So maybe we can learn from our experiences. And I'm glad that I've learned something about the bike, like how the fuel runs through the engine and all. And I'm happy that I'm able to share it with you guys. Maybe the guys who didn't know, they know it already. And if you be in such a situation in future, you might know what is happening with your bike. I hope this video was informative. This is your host Simon, signing off. Until the next ride, be safe, ride safe. Bye bye.
No gunshots, but they getting low.